Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Captain.
Red flag.
Cheers to you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Serve
you.
power.
Love you like
Look
I
for
love
more
you.
wine.
Drinking.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff. Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised.
Hey, Biffs. Welcome to Ill-Advised, the podcast where two best friends tell you what to do when someone else already has. In this week's episode, we are showcasing some of our favorite moments from our early days. Honestly, sometimes your Biffs just need a break. Sadly, that means no new wine, no new advice, no new anecdotes, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, we are going to scratch that itch with some throwbacks. It's so interesting to listen back on the quality of the sound and on the editing. I'm really proud of us for coming so far along. It's almost like watching your baby grow up and get better as they get older. If you've been with us since our early days in podcasting, then you know exactly what we're talking about. This first clip is from episode 8, Coffee Shop Karen, which aired March 23rd, 2022. This reader asks advice from Miss Manners regarding coffee shop chatter. She seems to think that she has some authority in a public situation. Take a listen. Let us know what you think.
It was impotent.
That's a good one, too. Coffee shop chatter has customer boiling over. Dear Miss Manners, 3 or 4 afternoons a week, I drop into a popular local coffee shop for an hour to have a cup of their great coffee, to relax and to read my business journals. I almost always have a good experience. But a few times a month, someone sits near me to chat with a friend. The conversation is boastful and loud enough for most of the customers in the shop to hear plainly. Usually, it's about how important their job is, including details of a project they are working on. How impotent their job is, including details of a project that they are working on. What overseas vacation they took, what influential people they know, etc. It drags on and on. It's impossible for me to focus on my reading. No way I can filter him or her out. So I often pack up and leave, moaning to myself that my sojourn, I always pronounce this word wrong.
Sovereign?
My sojourn, S-O-J-O-U-R-N.
Sovereign.
No, not that one.
They're two different?
Yes. One has a V
sure?
and one has a J.
Okay.
Has been ruined by their self-absorbed show-off. Is there anything else I can do other than just leave? Perhaps you know of a way I can address the situation or this person and rescue my and others' relaxation or conversation time?
Yeah, motherfucking headphones.
I don't know. I don't think that if they can't zone a conversation out that's happening next to them, they're going to be able to zone out whatever they're listening to in their headphones.
Noise canceling headphones.
So just...
Yep, put some weird cooking sounds on.
Some ASMR.
BDSM. Whatever. ASMR.
The last episode you kept calling them ASMRIs, and I was like, oh, MRIs. Like, that's why she's thinking that.
MRIs, ASMRIs.
Yeah.
BDSMRARIs.
Yes.
And it's got some really great headphones.
Also, I'm sorry. Just because I took a sip of this wine and I tasted the onion rings that we shoved in our face before we started. But we should have gotten Chinese food. Now I'm craving Chinese food. And I wrote wonton on your board.
That's why you're craving it.
I guess that's it. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to the real. Oh, shit. Guys, we gotta go. I'm sorry. This episode's short. We're done.
Get some headphones. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. You've been ill-advised. I think that this is just so, compared to the other ones, I think if it matters to you, it matters.
I know, but she
this
feels
is
like
such a little petty. Yeah.
Like, you're not entitled to fucking make everyone just be quiet because you can't, you know what I mean? Like,
go to a library.
Go to a library. No, you can't get a coffee there.
Get a coffee and go to the fucking library.
Well, some libraries say don't bring drinks in.
Find a...
Go to a library within 50 miles of you that may or may not allow a beverage.
I feel like Barnes and Nobles is quiet. And you can get a coffee.
Well, we don't know where they are if there's a Barnes and Noble there. I just have to be realistic.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm being so technical, but...
I know, you're always so technical.
That's my job.
Yes.
You're practical, I'm technical, and together we are Captain America.
I like that one way better than what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Practical.
Shut up.
Okay, well, this is like valid case in point.
Way better.
You're technical and practical. That equals practical.
Oh, fuck. No, this one is just a little too petty for me. Like, get up and move somewhere else. Or just say, I'm sorry, if you were there first. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this or I'm trying to do this. Like, do you mind if, I'd like to do this in quiet? Like,
Okay, so
it's like the same people every time, seriously.
well, that was first my question was this was once a week and it's like the same couple once a week? Or
Yeah. Oh no, three or four. I don't know where I keep reading to. 3 or 4 afternoons a week.
okay, and it's the same.
And lately it's been these two people, he and she, as she's
Nobody
described them.
says that a fucking coffee shop is like quiet and
Right.
needs to be quiet and
Right. Like,
this isn't a library. That's
This
why
is
I
like
said like a library is kind of expected to be fucking quiet.
while you're reading.
Right.
It's not a
It's
quote
a
unquote
fucking coffee shop.
like a quote unquote read the room.
Yeah.
It's not.
If I'm going to grab a coffee, I'm not going to be concerned about, oh my God, I bet somebody's in the corner trying to study right now.
What I would actually suggest is find a more isolated area in the coffee shop if that's what matters to you.
I mean,
You know,
maybe it's so little.
Other than
there really
putting a
isn't one.
sign up that says like unfriendly, or I just left
Entitled.
work. I don't want to keep talking about work.
It feels super like entitled. How do
feels
I make these
entitled
people
and-
be quiet because I want a coffee shop to be quiet?
You're in a public space,
Right.
and that's the
not
end
a
of
library.
it. There's no need to ask for advice.
Or a fucking even a Barnes and Noble's type of place is more
Right. Oh no,
Quiet.
they'd get pissed off because people in line to get the Starbucks, not Starbucks, at the Barnes and Noble coffee shop.
have to speak out loud to order
Right.
as you do in a coffee
And they say
fucking
thank
shop.
you. They say thank you.
Okay, but if I'm in a coffee shop, I'm ordering a coffee
And they stand
saying
in line
Thank you.
and they order the cheesecake that says
And-
Cheesecake Factory from a not Starbucks Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
They're not paying us for this.
Yeah. I don't fucking like Starbucks anyway, so
You don't.
fuck y'all.
I love Starbucks.
Haters. You're a hater too.
I'm a hater too. I'm just going to go with the response on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. This is good. Okay. Gentle reader. Well, that is the annoying thing about public accommodations. They accommodate the public.
And here's your sign.
But even a private club would have a hard time enforcing a no bragging rule. Rebuking other customers for chatting in a cafe is a ridiculous notion, and considering your interest in the content of their talk, sorry,
Sovereign. Sojourn.
impotent, in the content of their talk, Miss Manners does not trust you to ask them politely to speak more softly. But you asked for alternative ways of handling this. As you say that most, not all, of the customers could hear such a conversation, you could move to an area it does not reach. You could learn to make good coffee at home, where you can presumably set the noise level.
I wish we would have thought of that one.
That's a
Go
good
home,
one.
bitch.
I guess I just assumed she had children,
I
or
just
he had children.
kept thinking of a library
I
because it's
guess. You could ask the management of the coffee shop if they would consider establishing a quiet zone.
please do that one.
I think that one was
Karen.
facetious.
Yeah, I know. That's
You
why I
could
said
wear
please do that.
earplugs or headphones. You could try to find a library that serves good coffee.
Okay, she's our spirit animal.
Whichever you manage, Miss Manners hopes that you will learn the limits of correcting others people's forms of relaxation. Nicely done, Miss Manners.
Yep.
I hope in 2014, gentle reader, that you...
Get off your fucking high horse.
I just hope you didn't fucking wait for a response. Honestly, like, there are other things in the world to write to Miss Manners about.
She so waited for a response.
She did.
Like every day and got mad, like, why hasn't she answered me
Every
yet?
20 minutes.
Yeah. Refresh while she's listening to the conversations at the coffee shop. Well, what do I say?
It's true.
Do I say something or don't I? She hasn't answered me yet.
No. Let her answer. Let her come to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Goodbye, Karen.
The shit that we say It's a wonder we've made it this far along in life. Our next clip comes from episode 9, Let Him In, Marjorie, originally released March 30th, 2022. This writer seems to be having issues coming to terms with the end of their relationship despite couples counseling and countless conversations. What I remember about this episode was having so much fun recording it. There's a lot of banter and laughter. It gets really boisterous, but we were just having such a good time. And I think I remember both of us needing it. You be the judge. Tell us how much fun we're having. Is it too much fun?
All right. So Seattle Times Lifestyle, Carolyn Hacks, couples counseling didn't work for one half after all. This is from September 8th, 2012. And if you're looking for real specifics, it was 5:30 a.m. Oh, she's a syndicated columnist. So that means this could be anywhere on any website.
Okay.
Dear Carolyn, please help. My husband of 3+ years and I are in our 30s. Girl, send help.
Leave now.
Around this time last year, we hit a rough patch, but with some counseling and a year of working really hard, I thought we had gotten to a much better place. I was really proud of us. When I brought up buying a house and having a child, subjects discussed before the rough patch, he admitted he was still unhappy. He doesn't want to split, but he also doesn't want to move forward. He's back in counseling, which started as couples counseling, but the therapist said he just wanted to work with him. I'm at a loss. Do I continue to stay and hope things improve? Am I boring you?
I got no sleep last night. I'm sorry. Mia woke up at like 1 in the morning and then like 2 in the morning and then was up at 5 in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Do you need a tissue? What did you call me?
I said continue.
Wow, twice. That was a really hard T. I'm sorry.
I'm making sure that I'm not softly speaking for you.
Thank you for
so I can hit the red.
enunciating.
Did I hit the red now, Beth?
Yes, you just barely, actually. Fucking dick.
So my microphone's like half an inch from my face and Biff's is like
40 feet.
a foot away from his face, and just so our levels can be the same.
Because she talks like she's like, I don't know, like whoever's talking to her is resting right on her tit. Like,
maybe that's what I'm used to.
probably.
I wish.
Big old tramp.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tickle bitties,
Yeah, that's it.
but you didn't.
I'm sorry.
It's a good
What I
resting
meant to
place.
say was she thought that her tits were the other person she was talking to.
Sometimes they're the only people I can talk to. They always listen.
They do. They have no choice.
True.
Okay. Do you need me to start this over or is... No.
No, go.
Okay, good. I'm at a loss. Do I continue to stay and hope things improve or cut my losses and move forward? I love him and want to be with him, but can't continue to be responsible for his unhappiness. And I want to start building the family in the future we both at one time wanted. What now? And go.
It's awkward for the husband to be like, I don't want a divorce, but I also don't want to do anything more than what we're doing.
Yeah, it sounds pretty selfish, actually.
That's like weird.
Like the epitome of selfish.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense to me.
I don't want to move forward. I'm still really unhappy.
But I don't want to fix it or change anything
Maybe
or
he's in
break
the
up.
closet. Because that sounds so familiar.
Oh, do you have a story for us,
It's
Biff?
not really a story. It's just when you're denying a part of who you are, the best thing to do is not change a thing. Keeping your status quo.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that you keep appearances and it's kind of like delaying what may or may not be the inevitable, which we know is the inevitable, especially in my case.
Right.
And then you're kind of like working out, whatever underlying issue there is. Now, the closet was just a fun example because what's funnier than a gay? Ellen DeGeneres.
I was going to say probably a lot of things.
She's a gay. But it could be a whole number of things.
This one's super...
I just feel like it's vague
Yeah.
because his response is vague.
Also, what's his therapist saying about this?
If there's nothing in here.
Oh, I know. I just
okay.
mean like for
Right.
him to... So wait. So he's still read the therapy part.
He's back in counseling, which started as couples counseling, but the therapist said he just wanted to work with him.
So there's something.
Motherfuckers is a bone in. I hope in 2012 that you ran. Fucking ran. I hope you fucking caught him bending his fucking therapist over the desk and you grabbed his fucking beep, let him in, Marjorie, and beat the shit out of him.
Speaking of Netflix episodes. What the heck?
Oh my god.
Okay, well that's one explanation.
Beat him with the phone, I meant. Beat him with the phone.
Yeah, I feel like this is obvious. Well, no, I don't want to say obviously. She wouldn't be asking the question if it was obvious, but like,
well,
they're not
sometimes
happy.
we are looking for
Nobody's
affirmation. We're looking for somebody to confirm what we already know.
Yes, very true. Good point.
And it's
That's a good
really
point.
important to acknowledge because we all do it.
Literally,
All of us do. It doesn't matter
even
what the
if
subject
we know
is.
or don't know
Even
that
if
we're
it's
doing
like,
it.
Oh, I think this might need more pepper, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Versus like, oh, should I leave my husband because he's cheating on me?
Right.
You know, like
That's a good point.
we do it for everything. We need some sort of validation. That's just how we're built.
Yeah, it's fair. It comes down to, for me, it comes down to a matter of, are you okay staying where you're staying? Like him saying, I don't want to go further than where we are right now.
Because I'm unhappy.
Is this like something, are you okay dealing with that and staying with that and keeping that hope in the back of your head the whole time?
Meanwhile,
that maybe he will wake up one morning and have a change of heart.
and while
Or
you're
maybe
waiting
he'll
for
wake up
this,
one morning and leave.
from that moment forward until that moment that he might wake up and leave, you're losing the time that you want to build your family and start your future.
Right. These
So
are the
that's-
things that you have to.
that's the
Are
big
you okay
question.
with
Are you okay with waiting for him
and-
to want that?
and or waiting and not getting it and then having to go start over anyways?
I feel like this is something that you would have discussed before you got married, so I'm hoping that that's the case here. You know, because you don't want to go into a relationship where one wants a child, one doesn't, and hoping you can change the other.
Yeah, especially that
doesn't work.
specific. That's always a big deal.
Yeah.
Children.
Children are a big one. I mean, look at Brad and Jen. I mean, I'm still not over it. One wanted kids, the other one didn't.
Yeah.
So he ran off with Mrs. Smith, had kids, and
Yep.
boom, divorce court.
Yeah.
But he rethought that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously she can't go back to the beginning. So
Yeah.
I think my advice is just to really think about, like, are you okay with waiting and hoping? And also the thought that he's either going to have a change of heart or not. You know, and then by then you're not getting any younger.
Well, I have a problem with the end of her declaration over here. So the end of her question has this declaration of she loves him and wants to be with him, which is I can't continue to be responsible for his unhappiness. You're not responsible
never
for
were.
his happiness or his unhappiness. He is.
Amen.
He needs to make the moves to make himself feel valued in one way or another, to validate himself, I mean, I could sit here all night and give you examples. You're not responsible for someone else's happiness. You can't be.
It's not your job.
It's not fair.
You can't go try to please him.
Ow.
That's going to make things worse also. Was that your...
My ankle.
Okay.
They usually crack like that, but that one, I felt it.
I thought that was my chair breaking.
No. Yes.
You can join mine. It's already broken.
Mine's breaking if it makes you feel any better.
That was your ankle.
So do I continue to stay and hope things improve or cut my losses and move forward? The former is the first thing. The latter is the second thing. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Shit. It's the last one. Cut your losses and laugh.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's so much more easier. But yeah, that's for me, it would be a huge deal.
Yeah, actually.
Especially in a
I can
marriage. It's
relate.
not just like, are we discussing getting married? Like, we're already married. Talking about things that, like, this should have already been.
How long have they been married, did she say?
I'm not sure.
Of 3+ years? No.
Well, we don't know how long they were.
She says my husband. Oh, together.
Yeah. Or knew each other. Maybe they knew each other since they were 12. Although I feel like that's information you add.
Yeah.
Typically.
I wouldn't say cut your losses.
I would.
really understand how that works. I just say move forward.
Same difference.
Right.
Cutting former or latter.
Just cut them.
Just move.
Take a razor and go.
Oh, cut him? Yes, agreed.
Cut him. No, don't cut him.
Oh, sorry.
I was like ready to go with it. Please remember that if you're listening to this podcast, you're taking advice at your own risk, which means incarceration. You know the difference. You know what's not going to get you there versus what's going to get you there. Keys car, get a fine.
Fair, but sometimes they don't listen until you stab them.
Well, the good part about this is it's from 2012. So if they're still together and still don't have kids, newsflash, girlfriend. It's been 10 years.
Also, is he still in therapy? Because
I hope he's sterile.
there's
They're in
just
their
so
40s
many,
now,
like,
Biff.
he
It's
could
over.
be. Yeah, there's just so many, like, there's just so many. So much.
It's something that's really hard to get specific about in terms of a response.
Well, why is he unhappy? Did
Right.
he all of a sudden feel like now I don't want kids, or like what, you know? It's just so much. It's so much. And if you guys aren't on the same page, then find a new book.
Also, very nice.
No thanks.
I like that. I think the thing that
Yeah.
I'm
Are
still
you
kind
here?
of
Are you
stuck.
present with us?
Yes, I am. No, I'm just kind of stuck on like he's a closet gay.
I mean,
Not
it's
stuck on it. It's
definitely
just, you know,
where your brain went to.
he's back in counseling, which started as couples counseling, but the therapist said he just wanted to work with him. So like, there's a lot of he's and
something
hims.
you don't know.
Who is this therapist? He,
There
she,
is something
they,
you
them.
don't know.
Therapist knows something you don't know, which we understand is
Which is the point of
Right.
therapists.
just think of the things that you don't know that I tell my therapist and vice versa.
I'll fucking kill you and Fred. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that, so
You can say it as long as you clarify that you're not going to kill
I
them.
am not going to do either. I'm not going to kill either.
She wants to do both, but she won't.
Dear ill-advised.
Stop it. Just stop it. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is
Carolyn's answer?
yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah. I feel like we've been on this for like 25 minutes.
No, like 15.
Oh.
Yeah, no, way
All
better.
right, way better.
Because we're at, yeah, no, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
so Carolyn.
Tell us what the fuck now, bitch. No. It just rhymed.
Yeah, because that's what he said in the song.
Yeah. Dear. Oh, dear what? I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's it.
Stop it.
I am. I'm just kidding.
I was like, she's my
I'm
favorite
done now.
ever.
I'm done now.
I love her. Done.
Dear what?
You've
I'm
been
sorry.
ill-advised.
Next paragraph.
Next question.
I don't usually like to get this specific, but have you thought about a trial separation? Why don't we think about shit like this?
Because we think of fucking leave him.
Leave him. He's cheating on you.
Bye.
Cut the therapist.
He's gay.
Get his boop. Marjorie let him
Yeah.
in. And boop the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Boop. And then go get booped by
That's right.
someone else.
Amen, girl. Back to the response.
Carolyn.
Carolyn, yeah. I don't usually like to get the specific trial separation. Right. We thought about trial separation. Your husband clearly has some stuff he's working on, and he's not including you in the process, so there could be somewhat intuitively.
Wumbo.
Asshole. So there could be somewhat counterintuitive value in stepping away to let him deal with his stuff without also having to negotiate day-to-day life in a marriage.
What?
Right. You see my face?
Reread that again.
Yeah, gladly. Your husband clearly has some stuff he's working on, and he's not including you in the process. So there could be somewhat counterintuitive value in stepping away to let him deal with his stuff without also having to negotiate day-to-day life in a marriage.
Oh,
So
okay.
did she take away from what she's suggesting? Am I interpreting that incorrectly?
I think so.
Okay. Because you look a little bit more sure about her response.
Well, yeah, it made sense the second time that you read it.
Okay. Want me to keep reading and maybe
Okay.
I'll catch up.
Let's hope.
I'm having a month. Negotiate day-to-day life in a
Cheers
marriage.
to that, Biff.
I could have the added benefit of helping you think more clearly about what you want, what's possible, and what you're willing to wait for. Nicely done, Biff.
Thank you.
It might be that you're not ready for this, and that's fine. But if you're at the point where you're seriously willing to cut my losses and move forward, then a separation
Well
would be a
done, Biff.
less drastic step. Thank you. Just cut them.
Just cut. Period.
Just cut.
Just cut. Period.
Remember to do it the right way.
Yeah, put plastic down first.
That's right. Dexter would.
Or drug him in the tub.
Oh
so
my
the
God.
cleanup's even easier.
The cleat up.
Clean up.
I heard cleat up.
Cletus.
Clean up, bitch. We're playing soccer.
What?
Fucking no.
I have tears in my
I
fucking
don't
face
fucking
right
know.
now.
I just say shit.
Playing soccer.
Cleats. Cleat up. And now you're getting it. Fuck. I hate my life.
I'm fucking crying. I am fucking crying.
Cleat up,
Been
bitch.
best friends with you for 20
That's
plus
another
years.
one. Just
and
write
I've
that one
never
down.
Heard.
Cleat up, bitch.
I don't know how to spell cleat.
You suck. You're a dick. Oh. You've been ill-advised. Fuck this. 32 minutes in, this episode's
Done.
over. We're clearly not invested today. We have Chinese food waiting in the other room. We're drinking shit wine. I mean,
shit wine.
okay wine.
Shit
Not
wine.
Shit. It's not shit.
It's shit.
You think so?
It's shit.
This is an opinion.
It's our.
Our collective. Just cheers. Let's drink wine. Yeah. Okay. Doing great.
What's
Cleat up.
Cletus? Cleat up.
That's it. Every time we cling,
We
I'm
play
just gonna be like,
soccer.
clean up. We playing soccer.
I'm gonna listen back for this episode
Yes,
just
you
for
are.
this only
Yes,
part.
you are. Just for this only part.
This only part.
Cleat up only part.
You've been
You've been ill-linguisted. Like, what the fuck's going on today? This is a pattern for us. We're just
so much.
the people that told us we should have been a show. What the fuck are you on?
My stomach hurts. My
Yeah.
jaw hurts.
Yeah.
Just I
The
can't do
TMJ's
this no more.
going and
I can't do this no more.
yeah, I can't no more do this.
Clean up, Cletus. I'm
Did
gonna
we
say that
finish
to
this
everyone.
one?
Yep.
Yes, we did. And we agree. The trial separation is actually something I wouldn't have thought of. Like, let's test out not being together.
Didn't we literally just mention about how like separations are like
It's like a break. It's just a gateway to ending it.
exactly?
Yeah.
That was my opinion. Also, is that
But
like
but it's a transition.
we're separating? I'm gonna go fuck someone, feel guilty as fuck, and then
Okay.
like, oh my god, you're the one I want to be with, and it just took me being away from you, begging someone else to understand that.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Mm.
But there are people out there with a moral compass who are able to do just a separation to see how they feel.
But if you're moral compassing, why do you need a fucking separation?
Because your moral compass points to, I want to say, like, ethic and moral and I guess.
Yeah, no, I kind of was being facetious.
Oh, so sorry. What
Cletus.
what I'm thinking is like it's sometimes you need to step away from a situation to really assess it.
Yeah, no,
And that's what I
makes
think
sense.
about.
And I agree that they
But yes, I wouldn't recommend it either. Like for me, it's just like, well, it's done.
Yeah, but that's also you're not married. I don't mean you, but in general.
I'm not.
In general.
No, it's fine. I'm not.
Well,
I'm fucking 34.
same. Do you feel better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now everyone knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So feel free to
978.
message. Find us on the ill-advised Facebook. I'm fucking done. I'm leaving.
Fucking go. She
I'm leaving.
heard
I can't.
feedback. I'm
I
crying.
can't.
I'm crying.
Every part of me
Guys.
hurts.
Guys. What the fuck just happened? Oh. Okay.
Whew.
I don't remember if we pre-gamed before that episode. Our pickleback ritual didn't start until a little bit later, I believe. Nevertheless, we clearly had a great time with that one. Our last clip is from episode 5, One Toe, One Hair, from March 2nd, 2022. If you don't remember this one, this writer is trying to figure out how to tell his girlfriend that her toe hair, that's right, one hair, is way too long. Let's listen on to see what past me and Stephanie had to say about this one. I'm sure it can't be anything
This is
good.
back to the Little Village mag.
Ooh,
With Kiki.
Kiki.
Yes. Dear Kiki, I've been dating a really wonderful girl for about 3 months. Things are going great, and we spend almost all of our free time together. There's just one problem. She has a really long toe hair.
I'm sorry, what?
She has a really long toe hair.
Fuck people.
It's just one hair
Just
on one toe, but it's really long. So long that it curls around a couple of times. There's no other hair on her feet, and she shaves her legs, so she's got to know it's there. Her skin's really pale, and the hair is dark brown, so there's no way to miss it, especially when she's barefoot. And the first thing she does when she gets home or enters my apartment is kick off her shoes. I can't help sneaking looks at the hair, but I don't think she's noticed my checking. I find myself thinking more and more about the hair and why she doesn't get rid of it. Should I just ask her about the hair, or would that make me sound like a jerk?
Well, you'd be a total asshole if she ever got stuck locked up in a tower and she had no way out. Like, how the fuck would you get to her?
Rapunzel let
Let down
down
your toe hair. I can't. Oh, I got a cramp. This is the most fucking ridiculous question I have ever heard.
But he's so serious.
And I've been reading advice columns for years.
He's so serious. He said it curls.
It curls? What's the actual question? Is it just help?
I find myself thinking more and more about the hair and why she doesn't get rid of it. Should I ask her about it, or does that make me sound like a jerk?
Ask her about it.
Playfully, right?
Just ask.
Well, if he's concerned, and maybe she's sensitive, or
I was thinking about how I would handle it, and it's totally not the way anyone should.
I would have fucking plucked it out already.
Right. Or like, oh, ew, what the fuck is that?
Bing, bing, bing.
Like, fuck, dude.
I would have pulled it out the first time I saw it.
What's with the Jerry curl on your big toe, bro?
Just one toe, one hair.
Or just wait till she's sleeping and boom.
Do you know how painful it is for your toe hairs to be pulled out?
No, I've never pulled
Fuck, it
toe hairs
hurts
out. Really?
so bad.
Mine just curl around my toes.
It hurts so bad. Pull out one toe hair. Matter of fact,
don't
put
want
your
to.
foot up. Let me get my tweezers.
No.
Take them socks off.
No.
We're
This
doing
is gonna
this
turn
on
into
air.
some fucking
We're doing this on air.
contention for sure, bro. If this was a
I'm
live
getting a toe
episode, it
hair.
would be way more.
I'm
worth
getting
it.
a toe hair.
Okay, you'll get one.
And it's going to hurt like a
It's
bastard.
gonna hurt like a bastard.
Matter of fact, one of my old high school friends, I was going to get my foot tattoo, and I was driving. We were on the highway, and she plucked my toe hairs for me on the way to the tattoo shop because I didn't want big, ugly toe hairs while I was getting my foot tattoo.
Oh my god, I can't believe I've never heard that.
Yeah. It hurts like a bitch.
Did the tattoo hurt less?
Actually, yeah, all except for like where it came closer to, ironically, your toes.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you think she likes this toe hair?
maybe.
He said
Does
that.
she wear glasses? Is she blind?
He says she's got to know it's there. She's got no other hair. She shaves her legs. It's a dark brown
You know what would be
hair.
dope if she was just doing it to see if he would ever say anything. because she shaves everything else. She's like hanging out with her friends going like, hey, since we're driving in the car,
Remember that toe hair you plucked?
Every toe hair but this one.
This one. So it looks like it's the only one.
I want him to think that like, you know, fucking cornrow my toes. Like,
it is interesting that she just left it there.
Honestly, she probably just didn't notice it. And if she did, she's like, oh, I keep meaning to pluck it.
She's gonna notice it. I noticed.
Can't be
I
the
get
only...
like 3 foot hairs, like not even on my toe, just like in the top of my foot. There's like 3 hairs.
Right, but I'm wondering if
that
it's
I
like
noticed, like especially if I'm shaving.
It can't be
legs.
the only hair that grows on her feet.
He literally said
it can't be the only one. Like she probably shaves others.
She probably has really blonde hair, and this one comes in dark.
Probably. Actually, that's a possibility. Like your back hair.
Mine?
Yeah, your lower peach fuzz.
It's blonde.
Yeah. And if you had a dark brown one, I'd know.
All right.
Wow. It's like I totally just blew up her spot.
I'm just feeling offended that you're talking about my back hair.
It's lower back, it's peach fuzz, and you can only see it in the sun.
Don't make me feel insecure about
oh my God, you can't
hair.
even see it. Oh my God, 20
what
years
if
of
there's
this
one
shit.
long one?
Here we go.
You started
I hope
it.
there's one fucking long one.
Me too, because I
I'll
can't
fucking
see
put
it.
you in a tower, and Sir Michael Matthew can come fucking rescue you.
Matthew Michael.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get chewed out again.
Well,
so what do you think? He should say something? He's obviously worried about
I say
her.
say it playfully. I mean, if it's really bothering you, then just say something.
He literally said, like, I find myself thinking about it more and more.
If it's the one thing that's going to ruin your relationship, I think it's worth noting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unless you're just finding excuses to make her feel uncomfortable because it'll make you feel better about breaking up with her.
I didn't get that vibe.
Me either. But that's just me saying unless.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
other
shut
angles.
the fuck up and just like, hey, you missed a hair.
That actually
Literally.
would probably be good.
Yeah. Okay. Keeks, where'd you go with this, homegirl? I need to know.
She said, have you ever seen a naked mole rat?
I'm so glad I didn't take a sip of fucking wine.
I was watching you. I was specifically watching while you're raising the glass to your mouth.
I'm fucking dying. I'm not fucking touching that glass. I almost just fucking threw it all over my beautiful ill-advised t-shirt. Thank you, Julia.
So fabulous.
It's beautiful. Asshole.
But seriously, my best friend from childhood is one of the hairiest women I know. She knows she's hairy. Same, bitch. I've nared your back. You've never nared mine.
Whatever. I'm undergoing laser treatments.
Okay, but I'm not.
Oh, you
because of my peach fuzz. See what I wear to the beach this summer.
Oh, fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm gonna have to pluck her toe hairs on the beach.
While you're driving us to the beach. You're gonna have to plug my toe hairs.
Shut up.
Okay, one of my best friends from childhood is one of the hairiest women I know. She knows she's hairy, yet it hasn't stopped the multitude of stares and comments she's received over the years, especially because she mostly lived her life not shaving or waxing or plucking or threading or etc.
Good for her.
Maybe you have long ass hair. Have you ever checked that lately? XOXO Kiki.
That's it? That's
She didn't even give it
yes. She doesn't fucking
maybe
need to.
You
this
got
is
a long ass
stupid.
hair.
Yes.
It's I mean, yeah,
It's
it is,
trivial.
but no, it's not, because we get stuck on things that would look like
so do.
and it
We
for
really
us
do.
that's a really big deal.
It is. But this is great.
That's
great.
Was cool.
Maybe you got
Maybe
long ass
you
hair.
get a long ass hair. Have you ever
Fucking
checked?
I know you are, but what am I?
He probably has checked though. That's the fucking.
Did you fucking read this beforehand?
That's the kicker.
You're such an asshole. Fucking wine just almost flew all over your fucking room. Like, what?
It'll match the peanut butter on the rug.
We can be total assholes sometimes, but it's all in fun. It's kind of nice to take that trip down memory lane, pick out some of our favorite episodes, elaborate on some of our favorite content, and just bring it back to you all fully remastered, I might add. That's all we have for you this week. Send us your questions, your comments, and all of your concerns and your drink recommendations to illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com. And you can catch the show notes for this episode and all of our episodes, as well as catch up on all those past episodes at illadvisedthepodcast.com. Or you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast. You're beautiful, you're wonderful. Everything about you is absolutely magnificent. And thank you so much for listening. You've been ill-advised.